Most people try to learn English by memorizing lists. But real learning happens when something goes wrong. Like, really wrong. Like losing your passport in a taxi in a foreign country. Because in that moment, you're not practicing English. You're depending on it. So let's jump into today's story: stress, mistakes, and English you'll never forget. Like this video if you want English that actually sticks. Subscribe for daily story-based lessons. Here we go. I was on my way to the airport in Rome. Last day of the trip. Suitcase packed. Souvenirs wrapped. Everything was smooth. I had a taxi booked through the hotel. It arrived on time, a small black car with a friendly driver who smiled and said something in Italian that I didn't understand, but I smiled back. We hit traffic almost immediately, but I didn't mind. I had time. I opened the window and enjoyed the last bits of Rome. After about 30 minutes, we reached the airport. I paid in cash, said grazie, and stepped out. The car drove off. And then, standing on the sidewalk, I froze. My passport. It wasn't in my backpack. I checked the side pocket. Not there. I opened the suitcase. Not there either. Panic started creeping in. And then I remembered. I had taken it out to double-check something during the drive. And placed it next to me on the seat. Still in the taxi. Gone. My heart dropped. It felt like my entire trip, my identity, my plans, all disappeared with that car. I ran to the security guard at the entrance. Excuse me, I left my passport in a taxi. What should I do? He pointed me to the airport information desk. At the desk, I tried to explain. Fast. Too fast. I had a taxi. I left my passport. The driver is gone. It was black. Maybe from the hotel. I don't know. The woman stayed calm. Do you have a receipt? Nope. Do you remember the taxi number? Nope. Do you have the hotel's name? Finally, yes. She called the hotel for me. I watched her speak in Italian, nod, pause, then speak again. Then she turned to me. They are trying to contact the driver. Wait here. I sat down. Stared at the floor. People passed with coffee. Luggage. Smiles. I felt like I was the only one stuck. 10 minutes passed. Then 20. Then a message. They found the driver. He's on his way back. My heart jumped. 15 minutes later, I saw the black car again, pulling up to the curb. The driver stepped out, holding a small navy blue booklet. My passport. He smiled, and simply said, "Attenzione." I laughed, mostly from relief. I thanked him again and again. Tried to give him extra cash. He refused. That day, I didn't just make my flight. I learned how to speak clearly in panic. How to explain a situation. How to ask for help, fast and correctly. Because when it really matters, your English has to show up. Let's look back at what you picked up today. I froze. Panic started creeping in. My heart dropped. She stayed calm. They found the driver. These aren't textbook phrases. They're emotional, real, and unforgettable. And because you felt the story, those expressions are now part of you. So, like this video if it helped your English come alive. Subscribe, we drop powerful news stories every single day. And in the comments, tell me, what's the most important thing you've ever lost while traveling? Let's hear your story, and help each other grow. See you in the next one.